Hi everybody, Jo here again. Thanks so much for popping in today. Now today I'm going to have a bit of a fun play, and really I'm hoping I'm going to solve one of those problems. What do we do with all our leftover backgrounds? You know, we make backgrounds when we clean stencils, when we use alcohol inks, and sometimes we don't know what to do. Backgrounds that aren't easy to stamp on. Oh, I'm just thinking shaving foam. There's another one. Anyway, if you've got a stash of those backgrounds, I'm hoping I've got the answer for you. And what we're going to do is I've used my Framelits, these fabulous dies, and cut myself some tags and enter our new stickers. Now, I did tell you the other day we'd got 2 more sets that I hadn't used. Now, I know I've used some off here. These beautiful bird song and butterfly. Now, I think these are ideal for those backgrounds that you don't know what you're going to do with them. So I'll go through these one at a time just to show you. So this one, alcohol inks, and I know you're going to want to know, so I've kept the colours out so I could tell you. This one was Starlight Grey with a little bit of Sunlit Yellow and obviously the pure blending solution. And I have used my little puffer tool. And I never know what to do because it's not easy stamping on the alcohol inks background. But look, the stickers. Oh, I'm just like game changer. Thank you very much. And I have cut my tag out of the Yupo card. So it die cuts beautifully. So that's one thing you can do. Now, I'm so chuffed because it's game changer for me. And I'm afraid, sorry, but I do get so excited when I find the answer to what has been a bit of a issue, shall we say, for me. Now, here, I've used our lovely watercolour card. I've got so many things filed on the floor to bring in and show you. I tried to be prepared, but you know me, I've done my best. So this is the watercolour card, and I've used Dinkles. And just in case you want to know again, I've kept these here. So Amber, Lime Divine, and Sea Blue. And that's my Dinkles on there. And again, when that was dry, I've put my beautiful 3 butterflies. And one of the words, we've got some lovely words and some white Posca. Again, for me, lovely tag. Now, you don't have to do a tag. You could put that as a card topper. You know, just saying, I've gone for tags today because I like using when I've got offcuts. And again, speaking of that, you know, if you've got offcuts of card, you could do your background and then die cut it with which bit you like. That's another way round. And these are the craft yarns. I've used the lovely craft yarns at the top. Now, the other thing is, look, don't forget smaller tags. So again, and I know you're like me, very thrifty, and when I have a little bit of card left, I save it. So I've started cutting myself some tags. This one, smooshed background, which is what we're going to do today, and one of the lovely mushrooms, look. And again, fabulous little tag. Now, that could even go in a journal or use it as a tag. And then we have this one here, which I've got one from the bird song. And I thought I'd create this one today just to show you. But like I say, for me, it's a great way of thinking of all those backgrounds where personally I have maybe struggled as to what to do with them. As you know, often when I'm cleaning my stencil, I put that in my journal. Well, now I'm thinking I'm going to die cut myself some tags ready out of my scraps. And again, if Mr. Mojo's gone, that's a lovely thing to do. Just spend an hour die cutting from your scraps. And then I'll have tags ready. So when I've used a stencil, I can create myself a background, then make myself a tag. Perfect. And for those of you who ask, tags, I use them as tags on gift bags, etc. But also for me, I could put this on a DL card. Maybe do a little bit of ink in the background. Maybe leave it as it is. You know, there are lots of things you can do. You can also take 2 tags and I glue them at the top. Put a little, bend that there, glue that bit, and you've actually got a tag card and it will stand up. So that's something else you can do. Like I say, lots of possibilities. Also, make yourself a little tag book or pop it in your journal, your scrapbook. So what we'll do today, I'm going to put that there. I'm going to show you how I created that. And I'm just going to use a different mat on here just so that I keep my Lavinia mat as clean as possible. So I've die cut myself, and this is out of the watercolour card, a tag. And the colours I'm going to use today are the Oxide, Salvaged Patina, Weathered Wood and Crushed Olive. And I'm going to start with the Weathered Wood, and often this is if you've got the ink on your mat. And a lady recently messaged and asked what was smooshing, and this is smooshing. Just ink on your mat and drag your card through. Now you can do a proper drag or you can dip. Again, it's up to you. Look at the different textures you get. So we'll go with that. We'll clean that up. Often I would make two at the same time. So every time I cut myself a large tag, I cut myself a small one, and I would make two. But I don't want to keep you too long, so we'll just create one at a time. Now, this is best if it's left to dry naturally, but for the purposes of this today, we'll speed it up with a heat tool. So we'll just give it, and it is best if it does dry in between. You'll find the colours will look better, they don't sort of go muddy. It's quite funny. I don't know if any of you have done anything, well, obviously with your children or grandchildren. Crushed olive now. I used to be a cub and a beaver leader, and often with the children, they do like making brown. They do like dragging all the colours together to create brown. And that's what when we say we don't want it muddy, that's just what we're saying. I remember Elliot last Christmas painted a snowman brown, but I let him because it was his choice, not mine. And, you know, if he wanted a brown snowman. So a little bit of crushed olive. And what's nice is, look, we've got places where it's overlapping, but we've got places it isn't. And I just think already that's a lovely combination. And what's nice about this is no two will ever be the same, even if you try. Now, if you think the colour's a bit heavy, just dab it, dry it with kitchen towel or your Inky Binky. And just dry the tag from the back as well. Now, I want to add a little bit of blue. And if I want to be specific where I'm going to add the blue, I always keep a piece of acetate. And again, don't judge me, it's an old piece. Just on my table. And with the salvaged patina, I'm going to pop it on the acetate. Give that a spritz. And now I can actually, let me let that run a bit. I can see where I want that. I'm just going to dab that off on there a little. And I can actually come in, look, and be a bit more specific. Pick some up, add it there. Want it more in the middle. And if you just want, going to put some deeper colour there. And I'm just going to pick up in the corner. Just want to add a little bit of deeper. So can you see I'm just being specific now because I can see it's still smooshing, but because I can see I can be specific where I want that. And also at this point where I want the darker colour down the middle, I can come in with my Posca, which has merrily just rolled across the water. Give it a shake. Now again here, these are not my techniques, these are old techniques that we've done for years. The smooshing, with your oxides, adding the water, adding the Posca, they're all old techniques, but it's nice to just either remind you, because you may have forgotten, or if you're one of our lovely new friends and followers, you may have not seen them. You can give that a spritz, and look how it activates. Now at this point, I would have a look and think, right, I'm going to give this a clean. And we'll give that a bit of a dry. And then I can decide what I want to do now. Now the watercolour card takes so much water. Just going to give, sorry, did I knock you then? Oh, I do apologise. I get so carried away with this. You know, at home it's quite funny because you can make 2 or 3 at once and you get used to holding the dryer with one hand and dipping this with the other. So I'm thinking I want to bring a bit more of the grey in now. And you can literally add to this as you wish. I mean, if you wanted to add some Dinkles, you could. Oh, that's it. I just wanted a bit more of that grey. Yeah, happy with that now. I wasn't quite liking it then. But what you'll find is that's what happens. You'll add bits and then you add more bits. Yeah, I like that now. And it's funny how you'll change, but keep going with it. I mean, if you want, you can get your fan brush and flick some water. You can pick up the ink and flick that. Do all those lovely techniques. But I'm going to leave that to finish off and just dry, but I'm happy with that. I really like that. Now, I have got one here that's dry, so we can get rid of this now. And this one I made about an hour ago, so that's lovely and dry. And again, oh, so happy with that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of our lovely birds on. But I'm thinking I'm going to add my acetate circle mask first and my graphite. And I don't want it dead centre. Maybe think up there. I'm going to put it up high and put some words underneath. So I'm thinking, and I'm just going to use the graphite. So I've come in with the elements, works lovely on top. Just make sure your card's dry. Now, do you know what's lovely? If you've got a journal, and if you're one of our new followers, you know, you could make yourself almost like a techniques journal. Cut yourself tags in different cardstocks and make some tags like I've done and add them to your journal and make little notes about smooshing, about different combinations of ink, about the Dinkles, about alcohol inks, and almost, I remember we did one a while ago and we called it a craft Bible. Could be a craft journal. And then every time you come up with, say, you buy a new colour ink, you could add to it. Now look at that. And what's lovely now, this instantly looks brighter. So now, the hardest bit for me, as you know, is choosing which one of these beautiful. But I'm thinking I'm going to go for one of the... Now, I don't know if it's a swallow or a swift. I'm very sorry. So anybody who knows the birds, I do apologise. But I'm going to put my lovely swallow or swift here in the middle. And then what I'm thinking with my pastel pencils, if I just get the black and just add a little bit and just smudge it, just a little bit fainter, and then smudge that round. And then with my white pen, we can add some highlight up here. A little bit of highlight on the wing, on his back. Yeah. Now I'm going to keep this here because I'm thinking we've got another one there. I may just add another one here. So I'm going to come with my sentiment stickers. Black or white? White might. Let me just... See, I should have not... Right, black. Let's go for black. Right, stop faffing, girl. Right, I need some lovely words. What should we... Take each day as it comes. I like that. And I'm thinking we could cut it in half there. And we could put take each day. And again, I'm just using my scissors just to place it as it comes. Oh, sorry, look at that. You didn't see that, did you? And then I'm thinking we could have another one of our swallow or swift. We could have that here flying up just from that bottom corner. And again, a little bit of highlight on his wing and his back. Yeah, like that. So I'm going to get some of my craft yarn, and I've cut some ready. I've just mixed a couple of the colours. Oh, look at my finger. Better clean that, haven't I? That's from the pastel pencil. Give that a quick clean. But like I say, I'm thinking, you know, if Mr. Mojo's gone or if you're having a bad day, why don't you just look at all those spare backgrounds? You know, all the ones that we keep and we say one day we're going to do something with. These stickers are going to be fabulous to use on those. Right, that's a bit long. I don't like that there. Just while we're talking, that's better. No, it needs to be a bit shorter. Right, that's better. Attention to detail. I think we'll have some yellow, just some nice bright yellow splats, and I'll just cover that just over the top, just because I can. And there we go. But the main point that I really want to share with you is how these beautiful stickers, and what I'm thinking is on the birdsong one, look, if you need a quick tag or a quick Christmas card, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 robins. So do you know what I'm thinking for those last minute? And also, I keep saying it, but to use up all those backgrounds, but you could even do a quick stencil background. And if your background's a bit dark, remember, just put your circle mask on, add some more ink around, and it instantly highlights the middle bit. These are going to be so useful. So I'll bring in the ones we had from earlier. So there's my other smooshing one with a lovely black bird. So I'll pop those together there. And then I've got my one with my Dinkles. And I've got the one with my alcohol inks, and then there's the Diddy one with a mushroom on. So I hope you look out our beautiful now stickers. We've got such a fabulous collection. I've got to be honest, please don't ask me for my favourite, because every time I use them it changes. I'm a bit naughty like that. But do you know what? I think you'll be the same when you start using them. So thanks for joining me. I'm off now for a cheeky brew and a biscuit, because you know what? I've just enjoyed that playing so much, and then I'm going to cut some more tags out. So you take care. Pop back soon. Love and hugs from me. Bye for now.